Hello everyone, this is Hazel Lucia Tarot. I'm Stephanie, and today's reading is about what messages you have from the universe. So it's going to be very free form. These are just going to be messages at random about what it is you need to hear today. And we have 3 piles for you to choose. We have the blue lace agate. This is fluorite. And the smoky quartz heart. So take your time in choosing your pile, and I'll be ready for you whenever you are. Hello there, Pile 1. If you chose the blue lace agate, then we have your reading here today about messages from the universe at random, and whatever needs to come through will come through. We're going to start with some oracles, and then we're going to dive into the tarot. And if my setup looks different, that's because I'm using my old desk. It's a little dusty looking. It's really old. It's used with love. It's a lot of love scars that it has. So if you see anything weird on it, I promise I cleaned it up as best as I could. But regardless, let's move on with your reading. We have the duck and chrysanthemum, luck. So already I'm feeling like this gives me Wheel of Fortune vibes, even though we haven't gotten into the tarot, because I think Wheel of Fortune is also a number 10. So maybe the number 10 is significant to you somehow, or you could be a life path 1. With chrysanthemum, I'm getting some fall vibes, which is what I'm trying to bring into this reading today with my pumpkin and some of the colors I've been choosing. So I'm wondering if you're really looking forward to autumn, or if the fall season is going to bring something of importance to you. If you're watching this and it's not autumn where you are right now, I feel like autumn, whenever your time comes, will be of importance somehow, because this is a timeless reading. But if for some reason it's not nowhere near autumn yet, I would anticipate certain good luck coming to you in the autumn season. We have Rhiannon, Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Eagle, see from a higher perspective. Moon, perception. Lots of stuff about perceptions and perspectives. Illumination and blessings. So I feel what Spirit is trying to tell you right now is that you have been trying to manifest something. And for some of you, I feel like you have to be slightly broader with what you manifest. I feel like you would benefit from asking for just good luck in general. And I feel like it's going to come to you anyway, whatever you've been manifesting. Just the energy surrounding it is very it's very pure and very blessed with blessings and illumination. I feel like a lot of you are light workers or have been working with light, and some of you also work with the moon. I'm actually filming this on the night of the full moon. I'm pretty sure. If it wasn't tonight, then it was last night, but close enough. So I really feel like a lot of you work with moon energy. So whether that's doing your blessings at night, whether you leave out like maybe crystals or water out in the moonlight to really get that energy. And I really feel like you know exactly what it is that you want, and you have the power and the tools to really bring it into your life. I sense a lot of great purpose and focus with this group. It's almost like you have your eyes on the prize and you know how to manifest it. So you go about doing this with setting intentions, a little bit of good spell work, and I feel like a lot of you are learning how to work with your light, whether that's through meditation, energy work, or just even like letting sunshine and light into your space. Even the room I'm in right now has a lot of light, so I feel like a lot of you are doing the same. You're opening your windows, you're letting the fresh air in, and really allowing for this this manifestation to come through. With perspective here, I feel like a lot of you are also shifting the way you see life and the way you see how do I say this? Your perspective on manifestations and what it is you truly want. I feel like some of you have been going through a transformation of your desires being different from what they used to be. Like maybe a few years ago, you used to want, for example, I'm using this as an example, maybe you used to want nothing but money and abundance so that you could do the things you want. But now as you get older or as you change as a person, you suddenly realize what you really want is peace. What you really want is your own space and to not be bothered by people or energies around you. So you used to think that money was the way to get this, but maybe you have obtained either the money or whatever it is that you've obtained, and then you realize, no, it's actually this that I wanted. Because sometimes with like a higher paying job or with more money come other responsibilities attached to that. So you're really fine-tuning the way that you manifest what you want. For some of you, I'm hearing journaling, whether you already journal or you should start journaling, and being very specific about the things you want. Mostly when it comes to things like maybe a job or your way of life. But when it comes to other things like maybe people or pets, you want to be broad because you want them to be able to be themselves and to show up how they show up. So with certain things, you have to be broader, but with other things, you have to be very specific. And I think you're learning exactly how specific you want to be. So for example, instead of being specific about how a person that you want to manifest into your life looks like, you would rather put stuff like, I want them to have, amazing energy, to have a great outlook on life, broad things like that are going to be good for you regardless of who it is that comes into your life. If they have all these things, then you know that they're going to be a great person, and whether they look like this or that, looks can change, but your perspective and your outlook on life and your personality, not so much or not as easily. So you're really learning how to fine-tune your manifestations. With the moon here, some of you might have a very strong moon in your astrology chart, or you might be a Cancer, or you might have a lot of Cancerian energy or placements in your chart. I'm also hearing energy. So Cancers are very nurturing. They're a lot like mothers or older sisters or brothers. But I'm feeling more the motherly energy as opposed to the fatherly, where they're emotionally very caring. They're very sweet. They're very innocent. They have a childlike quality about them as well. Kind of like how a mother is with her child. It's that kind of love and exchange and compassion that is there. Very compassionate people. They love animals. They also love children, especially small children that are, just so filled with light and laughter and fun. I'm getting a lot of lightheartedness from this group. But with eagle here, eagles remind me of Scorpios because I'm pretty sure that's one of their animals. So some of you might be water signs in general. But with all these other birds here, I'm also getting Gemini because of the feathers. I always associate birds with Gemini, with the exception of certain birds like eagles, of course. So I'm wondering if some of you are going to be going out to a lake or somewhere where you can find ducks, and because I'm seeing a lot of water imagery, especially in this lake with the trees. So I'm wondering if you're going somewhere in the lake or maybe up in the woods where there's a lake or a river, somewhere full of water or somewhere near water. And I feel like it's going to be very healing for you. You're going to get very grounded there. Even though water isn't necessarily grounding, I feel for you, it's really going to make you feel like you can breathe better. It's going to allow your ideas, your thoughts, and your emotions to flow more easily. And there's a sense of magic in all of this. So I really feel like my pile one, you're very magical. There's just something very sweet and innocent about you, especially with this little, I want to say that's a canary, but I might be wrong. And with Rhiannon, with Sorceress. And of course, this rainbow, some of you unicorns. I don't know why I called the unicorn a rainbow. Some of you probably love unicorns and do unicorn magic or identify with that lovely creature. I'm also noticing there's a moon up here in this image. So again, moon magic, a lot of moon energy in this group. With the illumination card here, let me show it to you just in case you can't see. So this is, I'm pretty sure it's a lake with the mirror image of this. I really feel like some of you are doing some self-reflection as well. And I already mentioned that with realigning your manifestations and your goals and those things which you want. I really feel like you're just looking deeply at yourself and really finding out who you are and what exactly it is you want that will make your life a lot better. Because all those old goals that you had and all those old manifestations that you wanted to come true, Some of them may have come true and you have realized that that is actually not what you want. And instead, you are fine-tuning this. You are really, really just realigning is what I keep hearing. So some numbers that are coming through, we have, I already said 10, but we also have 19. So somebody could be 19. January 9th could also be of importance, or September 1st. And then, of course, in numerology, this reduces to 9 if 1 plus 9 is 10. So again, 10 is coming through and also 1. I wonder if October is of any importance, because that is the 10th month of the year. And I'm releasing this right before October. And I'm hearing that some of you should probably look into October readings. I've been watching a lot of them, not just my own, but I also like to watch other tarot videos as well. And a lot of them have had such diverse readings and energies. I feel like, especially if you're somebody who likes to journal, watch like all your favorite tarot readers, watch their October readings and write down the things that come through, because you might find that some of the things really resonate. Of course, mine was already posted a few days ago. I think it was this last one or second to last one I did. So if you feel called to do that, you can. I might even link it in the description if I remember. But yeah, October is going to be a great month for you. But also, I was talking about Scorpio with the eagle here. So again, that's Scorpio energy. But I'm not really feeling the death card, which is what I would associate Scorpio with. It's more like, yeah, more the wheel of anything. I'm also getting the change of the season. So maybe every season you reassess how your life is, the things you have, the things you're going for, and how your life is in general. Maybe your health, maybe even you clean out a lot of your space. Kind of like spring cleaning, but for you it might be fall cleaning. And for those of you who live in the southern hemisphere where spring is coming, you might actually be doing spring cleaning. So take whichever resonates. And I'm also feeling a lot of confidence for you, pile 1, just because my solar plexus started bouncing a little bit, kind of like getting butterflies. So that's really lovely. I'm guessing because of this blessings card, because this bird is so yellow and it's such a lovely happy card. But let's move on to the tarot to see what other messages we have from the universe in our little freeform reading. I'm going to be using the Prism Tarot. It's a new deck I have and I love it so far. So messages for my pile 1. We have the Ace of Swords, new ideas. The 9 of Wands, resilience. The 8 of Pentacles, hard work. The Sun, again with number 19. But in our oracles, it was the moon that came out for number 19. Clarity. And the 5 of Wands, competition. And then to clarify these, we're going to be using the Whimsy Tarot. Clarify the Ace of Swords, we have the 6 of Cups. To clarify the 9 of Wands, we have again the Sun. So some Leo energy is coming through. But also, I was talking a lot about light. I'm wondering if some of you are literally becoming light workers. With the 8 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, that's lovely. To clarify the Sun, we have the Queen of Cups. That Cancer energy coming through. The water sign in general coming through. And the 2 of Pentacles to clarify the 5 of Wands. So with the Ace of Swords here and the 6 of Cups, this is really just I'm hearing you're kind of letting go of some things due to nostalgia, whether those are people, ideas you used to have, or even certain things in your home that you kept around just because they hold memories, but you realize when you hold it or look at it that it really doesn't bring you the joy it used to bring you. I really feel you're letting go of things that no longer serve you just for nostalgic reasons. With the Ace of Swords here, I'm just getting the imagery of cutting something, letting it go. With new ideas, I feel like you understand that everything will have some kind of memory to it, but whether you need to keep it around or not is, you don't really need to. You always have that memory with you. But I'm also hearing, especially if we're talking about people or friends or loved ones, if they're not a great person to you, then why should you hold on to them just because you've known them forever, or because they're a childhood friend, or you know, there's no reason to keep people around for nostalgia in general, or because I'm also hearing like a childlike attachment to certain things. I really feel you're letting this go, or at the very least breathing a fresh perspective to it. Like you're no longer letting certain things take a hold of you just because you have a childhood attachment to it. So I'm also hearing TV shows. Maybe you stop watching a certain TV show even though you used to when you were younger, because you realize that you're no longer that age and you have to move on and um I don't know, just appreciate other things. You want to live in your current age, whatever that may be now. With the Nine of Wands and the Sun, resilience, I really feel like you're just becoming such a badass pile one. You are really stepping into your utmost confident energy. You're really regaining your power back, and it just feels so amazing. It's almost like you're noticing your worth and what value you bring to the world, both in your abilities and as a person in general. Because with the sun here, I'm just getting, especially because it's being amplified here, I'm getting somebody who isn't going to be taking any crap from anybody. The Nine of Wands is somebody who fights back as well, not just being resilient, but also not being afraid to stand up for themselves. And I feel like that's only going to bring you a lot of luck and a lot of blessings. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, your hard work is going to pay off, and you're going to be very financially abundant. And if not financially abundant, you will always get your needs met one way or another, because I'm aware some of you may not work, or some of you may not be in a job that really has anything to do with money, like maybe you're retired or something. But either way, your needs will be met, and they will be met rather well. Or maybe you're somebody who's been waiting for like a windfall or waiting to make a profit on something. It's going to come through because you're going to be able to nurture your money. So while you focus on saving and while you focus on investing, you're also going to be bringing in a lot more than you would expect. That's just something that's coming through. With the Sun and the Queen of Cups, clarity, I feel like once you really illuminate these emotions you've been holding on to, and not just nurture, you're letting yourself feel these emotions, giving them their time and their space, really honoring what you feel, but also not clinging to them. You're not just holding on to them, again, with that Ace of Swords energy. You're bringing clarity to them and then letting them go. It's kind of like cleaning anything. Like, sure, things will get dirty, things will get a weird energy, but you eventually do have to cleanse this energy and let it go. Just let it pass. Because the Queen of Cups, while she is very nurturing, she can also be very, she doesn't hold on to the things that hurt her or the things that keep her in a place of stunted growth. And I really feel this is the clarity you're going to be learning. This is going to be what allows you to step into your confidence, so you can be this sun, so that you can be in your most powerful position. With the Five of Wands, competition, and the Two of Pentacles, I feel like some of you have been working. For those of you who are in a job, I feel like you have been trying to balance out your work life and your home life. And you're suddenly realizing it's not a competition. You have to set aside time for your home life, and you have to set some time aside for your work life. I feel like work life has been winning out more than home, but you're slowly but surely realizing that your home life is not an option. It's not something you can just neglect because you have to go make money or be of service to people or whatever it is that you do. You definitely are learning to balance out both aspects of your life. For some of you at work, I feel like you've been quote quote in competition with certain people for certain positions. And again, I'm hearing it's not a competition. If you know you deserve that spot, if you know you do the work, if you know that what your worth is here with these two sun cards, it's not a competition. You get that promotion, you make a case for yourself, and you get what you want. Essentially, you're beating out the competition once you step into this mode of confidence, of sheer glory I'm hearing of an abundance as well, because somehow with the confidence comes the abundance. But this is all such lovely energy, pile one. Some numbers that are standing out. We have the 5, 9, 8, 19 again, which reduces down to 1 or 10. We have 6 and 2, as well as 1 again with the ace. And then the fact that we have 2 queens here, I really feel like you're going to be embodying your feminine energy a lot more when this situation comes around, this needing to regain your power, needing to regain clarity and to really be a part of the light. I'm hearing sunbathing. I'm wondering if some of you are just like going outside more as well. Maybe where you live, it can allow for you to actually sunbathe, maybe tan if you like to tan. But also just fresh air and stepping outside, especially if where you are, the weather is getting a lot nicer that you can actually tolerate being outside. So it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's like just right, just the right temperature for you to be wherever you need to be. And I'm getting a lot of pink from this. So pink heart chakra energy, as well as green, because green is also the heart chakra, but also the higher heart chakra. That's right between the throat and the heart. And this is where you feel compassion. I'm wondering if all this emotional work is also teaching you to be both compassionate to yourself and to other people as well. And this is somehow allowing you to really live in this life that you want to be in. And of course, it will bring forth a lot of abundance, a lot of joy, and a lot of balance as well. But yeah, I have a feeling that your hard work will pay off, pile one. But let's move on to some closing messages for my lovely pile one. We have some affirmator cards. We have integrity. I align with the center of myself, a glowing core of personal integrity. Emanating from this core is the knowledge that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want for anybody. I can live a life that doesn't include settling, unless I want to settle, in which case settling would be my idea of perfection and would cease to be considered settling. Ugh, paradoxes hurt. So yeah, I get the feeling you're also not settling anymore, because once you know what you're worth, you don't really want to settle. And then, it's funny, I was talking about cleansing. Feeling bogged down by the weight of 1,000 thoughts, feelings, boxes of mystery objects lurking in your closets, consider a prescription to clean house, mentally, physically, literally, figuratively, and anything else that applies adverbally. It's hard to make room for new connections and experiences when every bit of your emotional space is cluttered with psychic bric-a-brac. So enjoy a major guilt-free flush out. And do not worry, you can always find new psychic bric-a-brac in the metaphorical clutter section of Craigslist. These cards are meant to be a bit funny. And then we're going to close out with some Pokemon cards. These are always insightful. Some of you may be Tauruses as well, because I know this is a buffalo, but I considered that a Taurus animal. I almost said a Taurus Pokemon. All right, we have, don't let being the best excuse all the actions to get there. Yeah, I'm that feeling of not needing to be so burnt out in order to achieve your goals is coming through. Don't let being the best excuse all the actions to get there, because you still need time for yourself, your family, and your life. And you'll still be the best. And then we have, it should not take a global pandemic to make us realize that what we should have been doing all along. And because it says wash your hands, what you do impacts many. I'm still getting this thing of cleanliness. I don't know if you just really, really need to clean your home, and I'm sorry if I'm calling you out on it, pile one, but that's just what's coming through. But also to, I would say wash your hands more regularly, because we are getting into that season where, you know, people tend to get sick a little bit more often. Also, we have, what's his name? Grimer here, and he's a sludge Pokemon. So, and a lot of purple. So some third eye energy is coming through. I wonder that if in cleaning out your space and cleaning out your emotions and your your emotional junk, you'll be able to see more clearly intuitively. Like it'll also help clean out your third eye. Just some thoughts. But also here, it should not take a global pandemic to make us realize what we should have been doing all along. I feel like some of you, especially during the pandemic, during 2020, you had certain realizations that you are just now getting to, that you are just now realizing, yeah, I should probably work on that and make that a thing. So whatever that is, because I don't think it's the cleaning itself, it's probably something far more deeper. And what that is will vary for everybody. So I think it's time to get back to it and to really look at the goals you had back then, or look at the things you were doing. Like maybe you were starting a new hobby and you feel like it's time to really take that hobby a little bit more seriously, maybe make some money off of it, or maybe, I don't know, just something about 2020 coming back to you in a way that you know will profit you, either to make your life better or to literally make you money. But yeah, that is. And also I love that Grimer is wearing some sunglasses again, because you are shining so brightly with all this sun energy coming through, pile 1. But that is all I have for you today, pile 1. Thank you so much for letting me read for you and for letting me be in this gorgeous energy. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello there, pile 2. If you chose this pretty little fluorite slab, then we have your reading here for you today about random messages from the universe. We're going to start with some oracle cards to see what messages are coming through, and then we're going to dive into the tarot to see what else we can get out of that. And then we're going to close out with some advice cards. So you got 2 of these Woodland Warden creatures cards, and we have the Snake and Fern starting over with number 34. And then the Quail and Gooseberry Anticipation with number, I think that's 41, LI. So I feel like some of you are looking forward to an ending of something. And if not an ending, then a starting over. I'm getting some death card vibes already with these 2 cards. And by the way, you should know that you had the most cards out of any pile. Whenever I was dealing these cards, I just kept getting a lot for you, pile 2. So I get the feeling there's going to be a lot going on here. So let me just start with the rest of them. We have, let me block this. Yamanya, Golden Opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. There's also a little dolphin back there. We also have Aphrodite, Inner Goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Diana, Focused Intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Broken Arrow, Embrace the energy of peace. Heart Guardian, Love and let yourself be loved. I'm going to put her with Aphrodite because lots of love coming through. We also have Cancer, Immerse, and I'm going to put her with Yamanya because she looks like she has Cancer vibes. 8th House, Mystery. I'm putting that with the Snake and the Fern with Starting Over. Power. Wow, that's a pretty card. If you're into thunderstorms, I'm sure you understand. I like the way they look. Not so much experiencing them, but Transformation. Yeah, you go over here. So, yeah, your guides and the universe have a lot to say to you, pile 2. You have quite a bit going on here because let's start here in the center with Aphrodite and Heart Guardian. Some of you may be redheads because I realized both of these have red hair, and even Yamanya here. It's a brown color, but it's like a reddish brown. So I don't know if some of you are redheads. That's just something that I noticed. Or maybe you want to dye your hair red, especially if you're coming into this new energy of all the goodness that is coming through. But with all this transformation and starting over, I really feel like you're going to be coming into a new love opportunity. Or I feel like you're really leveling up your love game. So especially if you're somebody who's looking for a partner somehow, I feel like you're doing everything in your power to work that heart chakra, to be in this space. And I'm sorry for that. My neighbors' cars are so loud, but maybe that's a sound of affirmation for some of you. But I really feel a lot of you are coming into a space where you can open this heart chakra more, so you can allow more in, and so you can be at your highest vibrational self. Because when you look for somebody else, you don't want to be in that space of desperation. You don't want to be in that old space of not feeling like you're good enough. You're going to be stepping into your most lovable energy, and you're going to be looking rather amazing as well. Because I've noticed Yamanya here is holding her hair back because she knows she's the shit. I mean, look at her. She just looks so confident. Even the dolphin is like getting enamored with her. With important doors are opening for you, walk through them. I think you'll know when these opportunities arise, and you'll be able to step into that confident energy to walk through them like you know what you deserve. You know exactly what has been waiting for you, especially here with anticipation and this transformation. I feel like a lot of you have been doing, like I said, heart chakra energy work, but also just a lot of high vibrational work in general to get you to a place that you know is going to be so much better for you. Whether that's in the suitors you get, whether that's in just the love you attract from others, as in how they admire you and how they cherish you. With focused intention here and power, I really feel like you accepting your power and really stepping into it is going to allow you to be on this energy of peace. And I feel like all of this goes hand in hand somehow. It's almost like in doing all of these things, in leveling up your heart chakra, in embracing peace, and in focusing your intentions, and even doing some shadow work here with the 8th house of mystery and transformation and starting over. You're allowing the old to leave you, and you're embracing peace, you're embracing love, and in doing so, you know that good things are coming for you. And if you don't, well, I'm here to tell you that they are. Really, I just see somebody who is so beautiful and so confident. And with Cancer here, this immersiveness in all the goodness that awaits you. I really feel like you're going to be diving into it. Also because of all this water here. This card in general, I'm just loving with the golden opportunity. So for some of you, I feel like even if you're not looking for somebody, you are still going to be feeling like a goddess, essentially. I feel like people are going to be coming up to you and telling you how much they appreciate you, how gorgeous you're looking, and just in general, what an awesome person you are, which, you know, is always great to hear. But with this anticipation starting over and transformation, I think even certain people are going to notice that you're definitely changing. It's almost like they're wondering what exactly you are doing to be looking so amazing and to be feeling energetically so awesome. You're letting yourself be loved. And with that comes power. I just really feel like an overall level up is coming for you, Pile 2. And it's rather beautiful because, especially with this broken arrow, I feel like you may have lost something. Maybe it was focus. And there's also an arrow here with Diana. I feel like this broken arrow is a goal that you wanted at some point, but now it no longer matters, or maybe it just didn't come through. But somehow that is allowing you to embrace the energy of peace. It's allowing you to really calm your mind and realize, okay, I didn't really need that to be the person I know I can be, to be this amazing beacon of light that I know I can be, that is allowed to be loved. So for some of you, this broken arrow may be maybe a job that you really wanted and didn't get, or a connection that didn't necessarily work out. For some of you, I'm hearing it was a house you didn't get, or an opportunity to move somewhere that never happened, but you realize that going somewhere else isn't going to change you. The change happens from within. And once you embody that change, I'm talking about law of attraction here, once you start vibrating that which you want, you start attracting that to you as well. So something better is going to come through than whatever it is that didn't work out for you, Pile 2. Some numbers that are coming through, we have 46, we also have 4. We have 41 and 34. So lots of 4s are coming through. I wonder if you're a life path 4, or if the month of April is of importance, because that is the 4th month of the year. Or some of you could be in your 40s as well, or mid to late 30s, because we did have 34. And if so, I feel like for some of you, I feel like this has been a long time coming. Like you've been waiting to step into this energy. Maybe after not being tied down by whatever it was that didn't work out, you suddenly realize that you can step into your most authentic and amazing self. Because, I mean, look at all these women. They just know what they're worth. They look radiant and amazing and powerful. With Diana here, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target and you will make your mark. You're definitely going to make your mark, pile 2. I feel like you're going to be the kind of person who steps into a room and cannot be ignored. Some of you may be Cancers as well, or be water signs in general, or have a lot of Cancer placements in your chart. With 8th house, you might also have a very active 8th house, so you might have a lot of planets there, or you could have Cancer in the 8th house as well, which would make you, well, I can't generalize, but if I was to generalize, that would make you a Sagittarius rising, I think. It's different for everybody because I know my entire Libra is in my 7th house. Like it's not on either side of the houses, but either way, butterflies might be of importance. Quails, I don't know if there's quails wherever you live. I know they come out during the fall season, during hunting season, because they are hunted. With the snakes, some of you here might be snakes. The year of the snake, I mean. That sounded awful. You might be a snake. No, you might be a year of the snake. Or you may be working on your Kundalini energy, because I'm really feeling that, especially with all of these ladies, especially Aphrodite and Yamanya. They almost look like they're dancing. So I'm wondering if some of you are doing any kind of a physical task that is kind of like dancing, whether that's actual dancing, yoga, or working out, or even just stretching. Like maybe some of you are attending physical therapy and you're going to be able to move in such a way that you can finally dance again. And what else is coming through? We have a dolphin here. So I don't know if some of you like marine life, like dolphins. And I think there's a turtle here, or that could be her tail. I think she's a mermaid. Some of you might be into mermaids. We also have a crab here. Being near the ocean is going to be very healing for you. So if you already live near an ocean, I would say maybe spend more time there, or I would definitely recommend you take like, I don't know, a trip or something to the ocean just to revitalize that gorgeous energy you have. But yeah, lots of love and lots of absolute beauty and power coming through for you, pile 2. And this transformation is going to leave everybody dumbstruck, that's for sure. But let's move on to your tarot to see what else you can get from this amazing glow up you're coming into, essentially. I'm going to be using the Prism Tarot. So for my lovely pile 2, we have the 5 of Cups, loss. We also have 8, strength with compassion. The Ace of Cups with rebirth, again with the transformation, rebirth, and 8th house energy. The Novice of, this is the Page of Wands, exploration. And the 6 of Wands, victory. Oh, this is beautiful energy. A lot of water and fire. And then we have the Whimsy Tarot. To clarify the 5 of Cups, we have Justice. We also have to clarify strength. We have the Emperor. To clarify the Ace of Cups, we have the 9 of Cups. Lovely. To clarify the Page of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And to clarify the 6 of Wands, we have the 6 of Wands. Okay, so yeah, definitely a victory of some kind is coming through. Maybe some of you have been waiting to win something with justice. Maybe a legal suit. Maybe you have won a huge settlement and that is going to bring in some abundance or some justice to you, or maybe, I don't know, especially if some of you have gone through a divorce, because I am hearing a separation of some kind with this with the Five of Cups here. I really feel like the odds are going to be in your favor and something good is going to come through with the Six of Wands and Justice here. With the with the Strength here and the Emperor, I really feel like you're going to be calling into your... Again, I am sorry for the loud cars in this neighborhood. I don't understand why they are all out at this time of the day. It's a little early. But with Strength and Compassion and the Emperor, I really feel like either you are stepping into this Emperor energy where you're reclaiming your power. And even though we were getting more Empress vibes in the oracles, I feel like you are stepping into both of those energies. The Emperor and the Empress coming together to be one powerful entity, and that is you, my dear Pile 2. So regardless of what you identify as, you are definitely stepping into your best, highest self. That, and I'm also hearing that some of you may be attracting somebody with Emperor-like energy. Again, depending on what, well, regardless of what you are into, because anybody can have Emperor energy. This is somebody who is very strong, who is very much confident, and who has absolute power over their life and their things and what they want. And in this case, I feel like it may be you, because I am getting the vision of you kind of taming somebody who might be kind of hard to get, or who normally doesn't really date. I'm hearing, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe they know their value so much that they normally don't really look at anybody, but they see you and they think you are their equal. And I really feel like this is what you're going to be attracting, especially since the Ace of Cups is right next to it with Rebirth and the Nine of Cups. Regardless of what you do attract in people, you're definitely going to be feeling so emotionally fulfilled. So not only are you looking amazing, not only are you stepping into your power, you're just feeling happy, Pile 2. I really feel like it's been a while since you've had this joy around you, and you're going to look around and just be so grateful and so oh, what's the word? I'm just hearing absolute gratefulness for everything that you have. And maybe you don't really gain much in life. It's more like a perspective you are shifting, and this rebirth is really causing you to look at what you have and be absolutely grateful for it, and to find joy in it as well. I'm also hearing wish fulfillment. And for some of you, it may be victory in this lawsuit or legal suit, whatever. Somewhere where you have been done wrong, you are getting victory. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be anything that has to do with the court. It could also just be maybe the way people were going against you, especially if there was like a split by somebody and they were talking trash about you and everybody was looking you a certain way. I feel like the truth is going to come out and people are going to support you regardless, because they might see through this person, or you might just be in such a good energy that they realize there's no way that you could have done anything. The truth will come out. There's no way you could have done anything wrong, or that you could have meant any harm. Because I am feeling just such an air of compassion from you, Pile 2. With the Page of Wands and Exploration and the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you're, how do I say this? You are stepping into, you are working with purpose, and you're stepping into this energy of sowing seeds for the rest of your life. Because the Knight of Pentacles works in very methodically, but also rather slowly. These are for the things that are going to be lifelong lasting, because that's earth energy. They always build to last. Everything is done with intention, and the seeds are sown so that you can have a very fruitful future. And with the Page of Wands here, I feel like you're really looking for your forever home, or your forever family, your forever people, whatever it is. You're really looking for that last, especially if you are maybe later in life, you are looking for that final place where you are going to live out the rest of your life happily ever after, essentially. And for some of you, this might take a little bit of looking for, but it's worth the wait, and it's worth actually taking the time to do the research, to look into whatever it is that you want, where you want to live, what you want to spend your money on, what you want to invest on. And that also involves people, I'm hearing. For some of you, you may be looking for a better friend group, especially if you're coming from one where maybe you weren't being treated well, or not being supported as much as you needed to be. But with the the Six of Wands here, yeah, there's just, you're going to come out on top. You're going to have so much to celebrate and so much to look forward to. I definitely feel this victory. And if it's not on the outside, it's definitely already on the inside for you, pile 2. You just have to embrace it and feel it and really know that all the treasures are yours. Victory is yours. Some numbers coming through. We do have 6, 9, 8, 5. The Emperor is a number 4, and we were talking about 4 in the oracles. I forget what number Justice is, but and 1, of course, with the Ace. We also have, I'm getting Leo with Strength, but I'm also getting Aries with the Emperor, as well as Scorpio, because it's more of a Mars energy. With Justice, I'm getting Libra. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting Earth signs in general. So you may be finding new friends in Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or even just people who had that kind of energy, that very stable, secure, and grounded energy. These are people who are very comforting and full of a lot of logic. But let's move on to some closing messages. So some advice for our pile 2. We have from our affirmators deck, wisdom. With every relationship, I gain invaluable wisdom. I'm continually learning which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. In that sense, even failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound? Yeah, I feel like for a good amount of you, some of you have just come out of a relationship that didn't pan out, and you're recovering from it rather beautifully. There's definitely a glow up. There's definitely a lot of slayage I'm hearing. So some of you are slaying and looking amazing despite the fact that you left somebody. And let's get one more for my pile 2. We have receiving. I open up and allow myself to receive love in all ways from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bedbugs, or hate mail. I receive love, and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more. And then some more. And maybe just a wee bit more. So yeah, this is echoing that card from the oracles where you open your heart up to receiving love from everybody and everything. And I think, like I said, I think people are just going to come up to you and notice your beauty and your amazing aura and just like compliment you out of nowhere. Or at the very least, people will be smiling in your direction a lot more. I think that's rather lovely, pile 2, because I know I am. I'm saying that I'm finding you very amazing and very beautiful. At least your energy is, of course. And from our Pokemon Oracle, we have respond creatively to fear rather than attempting to eradicate the fear. So yeah, I feel like even in the things that you have weaknesses in, you're responding differently to them. I'm not getting fear so much as I am getting anywhere where you have problems or troubles, you're not responding to them the same way you used to. You're getting creative in that you are finding new ways to deal with your problems. Some of these problems might be that ex we were talking about. So maybe you're even speaking to them in a different manner, in a way that allows you to not feel so bogged down with negative energy, in a way that makes you feel better and that really puts them in the place they need to be. It's a little bit of killing them with kindness as well as wearing your crown high up on your head and with dignity. And we also have, don't do everything yourself. Something as well, though someone else may not execute something as well as you, ask yourself, sorry, this card is a bit hard to read. Don't do everything yourself. Though someone else may not execute something as well as you, ask yourself, does the situation require excellence? So you're probably going to be delegating a lot of things to other people. So for example, say, maybe this is one of the ways you are creatively responding to your problems or troubles. Maybe you're asking somebody else to do it for you on behalf of you, because especially if it's a messy breakup, maybe you really don't want to deal with that ex or want to deal with the people that didn't support you. So you send somebody else to be like a middleman with love and light, of course, and don't allow them to be, your main messenger, but if they offer themselves to be somebody who helps you, I feel like you will definitely take that offer. Or maybe just do everything, you know, through phone or online in a way where you don't have to see them physically. But these are all the messages I have for you, my beautiful pile 2. Let me know if any of this resonated. And if you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose the smoky quartz crystal, then we have your reading here for you today about messages from the universe and letting anything that needs to come through, come through. We're going to start with your oracles, and then we're going to dive into the tarot for anything else that the oracles had to say. So we're going to start with your Woodland Warden cards, and we have got 2 of them. We have Rooster and Sunflower, communication, and we have the Otter and Cattail, peace. So right away, I get the feeling that you're actually a very playful and a quite positive and happy person, pile 3. With peace and communication here, I really feel you're going to be stepping into this energy of living a much more peaceful life, as well as being able to communicate what you want to communicate in a more effective manner. For some of you, it might be in a more peaceful way. And for others of you, you will be receiving peaceful messages, whether it's in this actual reading or maybe from other people as well. We'll see as we draw the cards. Some of you may be Year of the Rooster, or sunflowers could also be of some significance. The numbers coming through in these cards are 39. So some of you may be 39, or maybe a life path 3, because 3 plus 9 reduces to 3 in a numerology. And we also have 57. 57, so maybe 57 is of some importance to you as well, or some of you may be 57. But let's go on with your oracles. We have Cordelia, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. We also have Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Square, semi-square. I can never, I don't know how to pronounce this word. Quinsux? I don't know, it's a weird word. Tension. With number 54, again, actually, no, that's 57. But yeah, something about the 50s is coming through. And we have standstill. So yeah, I'm getting quite some of you may be going outside more. Maybe you're going on a trip somewhere to like the woods, or maybe camping for some of you, especially if you like to camp during the fall in the northern hemisphere where I live. But spending a lot of time outside with all these animals, specifically near water, because both the otter and this whatever animal this is, a pelican, I guess, they're in water. So I'm getting the feeling that some of you may be spending time near water, time somewhere outside with Cordelia, and even with this Star Ancestor, somewhere where you can really see the constellations at night. And whenever it gets dark, you don't see, you know, the light pollution from wherever you live, but instead you see the stars and the moon, and the night sky is just so clear. I'm also breathing in like really nice air quality. It's actually kind of something weird. Whenever I started this reading, I started breathing a little better, like the air felt cleaner. And part of it may be due to the fact that I am airing out the house, but I didn't really get that until my 3rd reading, and I've been having the windows open all day. But with Expect a Miracle here, I feel like some of you have been trying to manifest something, and I feel like this something is going to finally come through, and you may be getting a message about it with the Rooster and Sunflower here with the communication. Some of you may be spending time on a farm, because we do associate roosters with farms and waking up, you know, with the sun or whenever they crow. Actually, they crow quite a bit, not even just when the sun is up. Just because I've been around roosters, and I'll hear them crowing in the middle of the day or something when it's not morning. But you might be spending time somewhere where there's roosters. And or waking up with, I forget what it's called, but when you wake up with natural morning light and go to sleep when it gets dark. So you may be doing something akin to that to really reset your body and to get back in tune with nature. But with tension here, I feel like some of you are trying to relax and unwind. Maybe you've been having a lot of stress in your life lately, or there have been certain situations that have caused a lot of negative energy to build up within your auric field or even just your body. And being outside and really just, going to Mother Nature for this gorgeous source of healing is going to benefit you very greatly. It's going to have a bigger impact than a spa day would, and it will probably cost a lot less as well. With star ancestors, some of you may be looking into past life regression as well, and maybe even some ancestral work. With follow the voice of your soul, I really feel like you're being called to be a little bit more authentic to what your soul wants. And for some of you, that might be, again, like I said, spending time outdoors in nature. For some of you, it may be just doing a body reset, like maybe improving your sleep health as well. And for some of you, it might be to get a little bit more spiritual with the Mother Mary here. And this isn't necessarily asking you to do any kind of Abrahamic religion prayer or anything, though if you do, that is okay, and you can of course do that. But getting back into that habit of meditating daily. When I was younger, I grew up Catholic, and I would say my prayers every night with my grandmother because she would ask me to pray to my guardian angels. So likely I feel like you're going to be doing something similar where you meditate with your ancestors or your angels, if you still do work with angels, of course. But something to really realign not just your physical body, but your spirit as well. And you will see miracles come out of this. I really feel like you're going to be seeing just great things come out of this standstill, because it really does feel like a retreat. It feels like everything is coming to a sense of stillness. For some of you, maybe this time of year, going into the colder seasons, fall and winter, is a time of stillness. And I personally love it because winter especially feels like a reset to me. It's the death card. It's that rebirth, that transformation, the phoenix. Everything has to die in order for it to spring up again in the spring with even more beauty, with more energy. To me, it's a lovely quiet time knowing that once the spring comes again, everything is going to come back to life even better, stronger, and brighter. So I get the feeling that you're really looking for this, my beautiful pile 3. But yeah, you will be releasing this tension and finding peace. And I didn't mean to set these cards up that way, but I love how this is kind of a journey from this tension to this peace with, accepting miracles, meditating or praying to your ancestors, going outside and resetting your communication. I feel like for some of you, you might be finding new ways of communicating, or and this could be like, instead of doing everything via text message, you might actually start calling people to hear their voice again, or video calling so that you can see their face. Just something a lot that makes more sense, that is not as archaic, especially if you're somebody who is so used to not being as connected to people. I'm also hearing connectivity. So that could be two things. Either you're going to need really good internet connectivity whenever you go out off the grid, because something tells me you're still going to want to be connected to some point, but not entirely. And then also connected to people and nature and just in general everybody else. So there is a stillness, a standstill here, but that's to reset yourself and to really put you in a space of thriving, so that when spring comes, because I do feel like you're going into your fall and or winter of your own cycle, when spring comes, you're going to be better equipped to handle everything that comes at you, my lovely pile 3. I already said some numbers, 54, 57, and 39. So some of you could be 39, life path 3, life path, I think that reduces down to 3 as well. No, I'm getting my math wrong. Or 9, life path 9 as well. Yeah, 57 does reduce down to 9. No, 4. Whatever. Someone can do the math for me. I can't really do my best math when I'm not big on numerology. I just know enough of it to like tell you certain details. But my ability to do math when I'm channeling just isn't there, and I wonder why. I feel like that's something I have to work on. And likewise, I feel like some of you are trying to do a brain dump so that your brain can function better whenever This could be like a retreat from work as well. So you might be going on vacation before you go back to work for the holiday season. I know a lot of people do that. Because when I'm releasing this, it's we're on the cusp of October. But take that only if it resonates. This is a timeless reading, but if there's something similar that you do before a certain season, like a vacation before a busy season in your job, in your work, or maybe even with your family, then this will apply to you as well. So let's move on with the tarot to see what else we have for my lovely pile 3. With the Prism Tarot, we have Page of Cups. Sorry, no, this is the Knight of Cups with Charm. We have the 6 of Cups with Memories. We have the Ace of Cups with Rebirth, lots of water. The Queen of Cups with Sensitivity. And the Hierophant, Unlearn. Yeah, so major water energy coming through. So if you're a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this is going to ring true for you as well. But you could also have just a lot of water in your astrological chart, but I'm also feeling that you're probably getting in tune a lot with your emotions. Maybe you're taking this retreat to because if the stress was emotional, especially, I feel like you're doing this to really nurture your inner child and your heart, because you've been needing to. With the Hierophant here, I don't associate the Hierophant with unlearning. I associate it more with actual learning. But I feel like you need to unlearn certain toxic emotions that have been lingering in your auric field for far too long. Again, I'm hearing reset. So this could be an emotional reset for you. But let's get some clarifiers for the Knight of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. And actually, for the 6 of Cups, we have the 4 of Pentacles. To clarify the Ace of Cups, we have the 7 of Pentacles. To clarify the Queen of Cups, we have the 4 of Wands. 4 coming through very strongly. And to clarify the Hierophant, we have the 5 of Swords. So yeah, in the back of the deck energy, what do we have? We have the Knight of Wands. And let me look at the back of the deck energy of the Prism Tarot. We have the Queen of Wands, Determination. Yeah, I feel, especially if you're somebody who's not used to being in tune with your emotions, or maybe you've just had such emotional baggage lately, I feel like you are really due for a reset somehow to get away from everybody and everything, so that you can really tune into what you want and clear out all these stagnant energies that have been caused by your emotions. They could have also been caused by your family, or even just close loved ones, maybe friends, maybe an ex if you have gone through a separation, or even your partner if you haven't been separated. Maybe there's just a lot going on, and I really do feel this is more of a solo trip than anything. For some of you, it might be a trip with other people, but even so, I feel like you're going to be spending a lot of time alone. But let's start here with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You're definitely stepping more into this charming energy that you have, because the Queen of Wands is somebody who is very lively and outgoing and just full of happiness. I'm thinking of like just the charm and charisma that Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries can have. This is the exact energy that you are either used to or that you want to get back into. And with this Knight of Cups, some of you may be meeting somebody who really brings this out in you, but for those of you, I feel you're going to be embodying this charm. For those of you who don't have somebody coming into your life. With the 6 of Cups and Memories and the 4 of Pentacles, again, I feel like you've been holding on to a lot, because the 4 of Pentacles is holding on to something, and usually it's money, which is a good thing. But with the 6 of Cups here, you may be holding on to certain memories, and maybe you're going somewhere where you used to go to as a child, maybe somewhere where you used to go camping a lot, or maybe a hometown that is near somewhere out in nature. And I feel like this nostalgic place is going to bring you back to that childlike wonder of holding on to that innocence, to holding on to that joy you had as a child. With the Ace of Cups, Rebirth, and 7 of Pentacles, some of you have been working really hard. I really do feel the burnout here, and it's giving you no choice but to have to do this emotional reset, especially if your job is emotionally draining, especially those of you who work in the medical field, or even if your job is just, taxing on your on your energy. It might drain you quite a bit. I really feel like you need to step away from it, to have this vacation, this trip, time away from it so that you can really be your best self once you do get into that busy season. With the Queen of Cups, sensitivity, and the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about joy. It talks about a ceremony, a party. Some of you may be having some kind of reunion, either with friends or family. But with the Queen of Cups here, I really do feel like you're harboring this energy, this emotional joy. You're going to be cultivating it so that you can feel it with you anywhere you go, because I'm feeling a lot of heart chakra energy right now. It's like you want to retain that self-love and that joy and that happiness within your heart so that when you move on to more difficult things, or when you go to work or do whatever it is that is draining you, you remember how to center yourself in that energy of joy and be a beacon of joy for everybody else as well. Because especially if you work somewhere where, you know, maybe the energy is not so great, maybe people look towards you as this Queen of Wands or as this Queen of Cups to be kind of somebody who's very nurturing and also very lovely to be around. I really feel like they see you that way, pile 3. So you're kind of recharging that aspect of you, because some of you may be aware that you are this to other people, and if you don't, I'm here to tell you that you are. So just remember to take care of yourself so you can take care of others. With the Hierophant, Unlearn, and Five of Swords, I feel like there are certain things that have been passed down to you, whether those are like, I don't know, things that your family has taught you or things that you have learned throughout life, just life lessons that come to you that you kind of claim for yourself that are no longer serving you. Because the Five of Swords is a card of it can be loss, but it can also be winning something, but at the cost of something. So it's kind of a win that doesn't really feel like a win. So I feel there are certain outdated perspectives in your life that just no longer benefit you. And once you let those go, I feel like you're going to be feeling this energy of joy, this energy of peace, and this energy of being, again, the reset, that rebirth, that renewal. It's going to come to you so much quicker once you let go of certain life lessons that no longer benefit you. So, and there's quite a few of them. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but sometimes they're sayings, you know, like nothing, like here's one, nothing in life is free. That's kind of a dumb thing to say, because there are certain things in life that are free. For example, happiness and joy are definitely free. It doesn't cost anything to choose happiness and to live in this energy of happiness. Nature is free. I mean, sure, it may cost a little bit to get there by car or even to camp somewhere, but even just step outside into your yard or go to a park, and you can definitely enjoy all of that for a very little cost. And I don't want to hear about taxes, because even so, trees are free. You can look at a tree for free. It exists and you don't owe it anything. The air you breathe, again, is free. And if you find this hard to unlearn, maybe ask yourself why. Maybe sit in nature and ask yourself why you're letting all these really, you know, unuseful sayings or just pessimistic ways of looking at life. What do you owe those? Like, what good does it give? What good does it do to you to keep that kind of mentality around? Because I really feel you are unlearning all these little dumb sayings about how life sucks, because truly it doesn't have to. It will every now and then, but for the most part, it really doesn't. The goods will always outweigh the bad. At the very least, I feel it's something you should definitely download into your mental program, because I feel life will at least feel better. And when you feel better, you are better. There's a little bit of law of attraction stuff going on here as well, pile 3. But and I feel that's why the Queen of Cups is coming out twice, because the Wand suit tends to be the most optimistic out of all of them. That coupled with the Cups, which is, and these are all positive cup cards too. They're all like the 6, the Ace, and the suits. They're all very positive, and they all have a lot of emotional joy attached to them. And when you pair that with the Fire, it's like unlimited, absolute, obnoxious joy that you deserve to feel and have with you forever, pile 3. But I definitely feel you're coming into this, and quite quickly. I feel like this bounce back to your happy, joyous self is going to come a lot faster than you anticipated it, because the Knight of Wands is a rather fast boy. he likes to speed, and that's good because we do need that speed as well as that determination that we have here. These are all very beautiful and positive messages, pile 3. Some numbers that are coming through, we have 6, 5, 4, 4, and 5 again, and of course 7. So 5 and 4 came out a lot, I think, in the oracles as well. So some of you may be a life path 5 or 4. April 5th or April 4th may be of some importance to you. Also life path 9, because 5 plus 4 reduces to 9 in numerology. But yeah, there's just I feel like you know what you need to make yourself feel better and how to bounce back. And all you need to do is give yourself the time and to unlearn all these dumb little sayings that people like to tell you. And there's a bunch of them, but I don't want to fill this reading with them. I just wanted to bring that one up because I think that was the last one that I had to debate with an older coworker of mine who didn't believe anything in life was free. And I was like, well, if that's your perspective, that's all you'll ever get. And he agreed to me to some extent, which is funny. But let's move on to your advice cards. We have some affirmators. We have no scorekeeping. I cut ties with past conflicts and make my personal life a clean, shiny slate. Beginning this moment, everything is new. When an old grievance repeats itself in my head, I introduce it to my new head tenants, tolerance and equanimity. Then I give it stupid t-shirts and record. Then I give its stupid t-shirts and records back and tell it to leave. Yeah, tell all those past conflicts and old ways of thinking. You know, just give it its stuff back and tell it to go. It's junk you no longer need. And then we have wholeness. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. FYI to whoever is listening, extra icing is totally welcome as it's obviously the most delicious part. And that was part of the card. Some of you may really like cupcakes, or maybe you make cupcakes. I'm a cake decorator, so I know I do. Sometimes I wonder if this pile is for me when I get certain messages that resonate with me as well. And somebody's birthday can be coming up too. Maybe this trip is part of your birthday, and maybe this is the excuse you have to really get some time off of work. Which is silly. You should be able to get time off of work whenever you want, pile 3. But if your birthday is an excuse, then by all means, take it. And also happy early birthday. Then we have some Pokemon cards. We have Don't with little Machop or Machamp. I can't remember what his name is, but little fighting Pokemon boy there. And then we also have Starmie, don't let nostalgia win again. A lot about nostalgia has been coming through because these two cards talk about it, past conflicts and nostalgia. So I'm wondering if nostalgia is holding you back somehow. And if so, I think it's time to let that go, especially all the lessons you learned as a child. With Don't Here, I feel like, yeah, don't make excuses for the things that, for all the negative programs that were installed in you as a child. Just let them go, delete them, and really ask yourself if it benefits you to have that mentality at all, pile 3. And maybe treat yourself to a cupcake if you can, or if you want to. But you're definitely somebody who's very sweet. But that is all I have for you today, pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Let me know if any of this resonated, and if you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Goodbye.